Hi, everybody. Welcome back to that Eurovision site. As you can tell, national final season is upon us, and you are going to get more interviews from us. And we are going to start off with the first national final of the season. It's of the year. It's Belgium, and I am talking with the lovely Shireen. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. Who will be participating at
Perfect.
Eurosong?
Hi!
How are you doing, Shireen?
I'm doing amazing and yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for your time. I know you're very busy. So, and obviously we're recording this before just as the holiday season is upon us. So thank you very much for your time. So how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing amazing and yeah, the holiday season is coming, so it's super busy, but I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself.
Okay, then because we've just recently met, like literally like within the minute as we're recording this. Let's start with a quick icebreaker. So can you name me like one thing about yourself that not many people know about?
Okay, well, I have a very weird favorite animal. Actually, my favorite animals are snails.
Oh, that I've definitely not heard of someone saying they
That's
like
pretty
snails.
weird, yeah.
Why liking of the snails though?
I don't know. They're so cute, and they have like these little eyes that pop out and pop in, and they're like super misunderstood because they're slimy. But I don't know. I love them. They're like just slimy little beings being cute. Yeah, I don't know. I love them. Yeah, I love them.
Okay, well, that's a really nice fact, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that they like snails. Okay, then, so I'm gonna start things off because you participating at Eurosong will be like basically like a big introduction to the international audience. So I just wanted to start off by asking like if you could like introduce yourself, like, how would you want like the audience to see you? So just tell us a little bit something about yourself, basically.
So I'm Shireen. I'm a singer songwriter, and I've focused on songwriting before. And recently, I actually started to develop my musical skills and sing. That actually, I'm a singer. So yeah, I'm 27, but I look like a 12-year-old, and mentally also like 14, 15 maybe, but definitely not 27. And I write in Dutch, English, and French. And I love singing in French because that's like the language I speak with my mom and my family. So it's very close to my heart. And yeah, I'm loud. I have ADHD, and I'm like really the definition of ADHD. I think that's like yeah, that's a little bit of an introduction.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you where I'm actually 27, but I don't look like 27.
No. Okay, we
Yeah.
have like the baby faces.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's a very nice and it's nice to finally get to know you. Okay, but let's move on to the reason why we're here because you're participating in Eurosong. I just wanted to start off by saying, what made you want to basically participate in the Belgian selection?
Well, I've been a Eurovision fan since I think I was born. I've been watching it since I was really little, and I love Eurovision, everything about it, and I've always been a bit different. And yeah, Eurovision is for the people that are different. It's like everything is accepted there. You can be whoever you want to be, and it's okay. That's Eurovision. And then when I heard about pre-selections in Belgium, I was like, why not try? I have nothing to lose. I'm not famous in Belgium, and I would like to start a singing career. And if that would work, it would be an amazing start. Also, it would be like my dream. So yeah, that was like the best possible option in the world. But I never thought I would be an option. And yeah, I'm here right now. So I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. And yeah, this is actually like my biggest dream ever.
Okay, then. Well, what's the general atmosphere that you wanted to go for your entry?
Yeah, so my songs, I have two very different songs. I chose an emotional song and a song that really represents who I am, my ADHD and a little of my quirkiness and craziness. And I really wanted to show my emotional side too, because I'm always happy and always very enthusiastic, and people see me as this constantly happy girl with the perfect life. But actually, there's a lot more to it. But it's not that's not the part I like to show. It's like I don't. Oh, I feel like I can't be sad. I'm the one that's happy, so I kind of push the sadness away. And when I had this opportunity to present myself with two songs, I wanted to show the world that I also have that sensitive side. And I also, yeah, I have been through a lot of things and I'm still positive. But yeah, I really wanted to show my real side and my other real side, but like the two biggest differences I could show to the world.
Is that what is that the type of message? Is that the message that you're wanting to basically send off when the audience listen to the songs?
Yeah, I love that because I come over as this super happy, constantly enthusiastic girl, which is also true. I'm pretty much 99% of the time I'm happy and enthusiastic. But that 1% of the time I wanted to show that too, like my weaknesses a little bit and my soft side, to show that even though you're always happy, you can go through things. And yeah, you have to, yeah, that's life, life
Yeah.
comes with ups and downs. And I wanted to show that I don't only I'm not only living in those ups. I just like to go very far in those ups, and the downs I kind of push them aside. But still I wanted to show that side. And yeah, that's really what I wanted to show to the audience and yeah, the world.
And we cannot wait to watch that, obviously. I'm actually coming to Belgium, so I'll be watching performing you live. Okay, but moving on because you're here. Obviously the end goal, if we get there, is to represent Belgium in Liverpool. So on your own words, what would it mean to you to if you were able to get that ticket? And the fact that you were even an option, you were saying earlier on, was like you couldn't believe it. So what would it mean to you if you get to have that chance?
Honestly, it would mean the world to me. I would be so proud to represent Belgium, because I am like this. Yeah, I know. I always say like I'm a little bit French. I'm a little bit from everywhere, but like Belgium is my home. I am from here. I lived my whole life in Antwerp, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a piece of me, and representing Belgium and maybe getting further in the top 10. I don't know, you never know what happens at Eurovision. And yeah, that I can't even explain it. It's I think it would be unbelievable, and for me I would be so proud. I would be, yeah, I don't know, I would love it, but like love it.
Well, hopefully you do. We have our fingers crossed. Speaking about Eurovision, because you were saying about this earlier on, you watched the competition since you were a kid. So I was wondering, what's your earliest memory of it, and do you have a favorite entry at all from the contest?
Yeah, well, I remember I was 6 years old, and we were watching Eurovision. Well, actually, I was the only one watching. It was like, we have to put this on. Even as a 6 year old, I was already like, we have to watch this. And my mom has like these videos of me where I'm dancing in front of the television, and I'm like, woo, and singing out loud. I was barely speaking English, and I was singing a lot of mumbling words, and I was even pretending. I think there was a Spanish entry, and I tried to sing in Spanish, and yeah, like a 6 year old going full on gibberish. But those videos are like that never changed. Now today, I'm still in front of the television, like trying to sing the lyrics, even though I've never heard the song. And like speaking Italian with Måneskin, it was like, I don't know any Italian, but now I will. So yeah, that's like my earliest memory. And I have a lot of favorite entrances. Certainly before I was born, actually, you have ABBA, which is
Mhm.
it's ABBA. They're like one of my I love them so much. And yeah, we have the Belgium winner, Sandra Kim, which was also before I was born. But I've always, like, I don't know, I loved her so much. I still love her. Like, I don't know her, but I love her. And yeah, I have a lot. I always love like the French entries are always amazing. Barbara Pravi was for me, I don't know, she did something to me. And then we had John Steers for Switzerland, which was sorry, but that was mesmerizing. I
Mhm.
was hypnotized. It was crazy. Oh, my screen just okay. It was crazy. It was wow, beautiful, gorgeous. And I think if I have to choose an all-time favorite, I would say Euphoria Loreen. Sorry, but you can't not like Euphoria. That it's like it's the best song ever made. That there's no choice.
Yeah. It's the reason why I'm in this little bubble right now because of Loreen. So yeah,
Yeah, explains a lot.
totally.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You got good taste. You got good taste.
Yeah. But moving on. We're getting closer to obviously Eurosong next month. I just wanted to ask you and just check up on it. How are you feeling? Because we're less than a few weeks away now. How are you feeling
Well,
about it? Like, what are the emotions like?
well, honestly, I feel so ready. I'm so excited to sing like my full song and the act around it and like every idea I've had around it. And it's just like I've been dreaming this whole period. It's like I'm on cloud 9 and I'm not getting down. It's like I won't get down. I'm on there and I'm living my best life. And I haven't been thinking about winning Eurosong because it's so I don't know that it's so far away for me. I don't know, in my mind it's not super realistic, even though we all have the same chances. But in my head, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna dream of that because dreaming of Eurovision has been something I've done since I'm little. I was like, I want to be there. I don't even care if I become a singer or I don't know, but I want to be there one day. And yeah, then all of a sudden everything started falling into place. And now even more, I'm like, I belong there. I should be there. And that's why I'm like, I'm not getting my hopes too high because I'm going to cry like a little baby if I get my hopes too high. And even though if like now, if I don't win, I know
Yeah.
that's a realistic option. I
Mhm.
will cry like a little baby and be super proud of the winner, of course, because we have amazing entries. I'm so proud of our country right now. And yeah, I'm so ready. I just want to sing and I want to show the world what I can do and my song because I love my songs. I'm so happy with them. And yeah, it's I'm ready for it.
You're ready for it. Well, I think everyone is, and we obviously cannot wait to see that on stage. Just asking about the preparation because basically, before singer songwriter and before your song, you've done The Voice. Hopefully, I've done that correct, and you've done it in Volvodre, and you've also done it in The Voice of France. I just wanted to ask you, do you think doing the reality show and then hopping onto a reality show has helped you with your preparations right now?
Well, honestly, I was a bit too young when I did The Voice van Vlaanderen. I was 21, but like mentally I was 9, I think, and I wasn't ready. And I wasn't sure about my talents yet, and I didn't know if I was a good singer. It was the first time I was on a stage, and it was too big for me then. But I learned a lot, like from the cameras and the interviews. It's like I love doing interviews because they're like you have to repeat the sentences when you're doing like an interview, and they're gonna cut out pieces. And I don't know why, but I like doing that. And then the interviewer is like, yeah, you're doing amazing. And I love that. I'm like, thank you for the confirmation. I love this. So yeah, I don't know. And I love talking. Like you can hear it right now. I
Yeah.
am always talking like until it's annoying. Sometimes you have to like be sitting uh quiet now, but I accept that too. But yeah, I loved everything about that, and that's where I started to see like I
Mhm.
want to be on a stage and I want to be able to do interviews about my songs and tell people about my music and help people because I've been through a lot, maybe other people also have been through things like that. And I know I get a lot of comfort out of music. And for me, it would be a dream to give comfort to people with my music. And yeah, that's
Mhm.
something I found out with The Voice. But I've changed a lot and I've matured a little bit, not a lot, but I'm getting there. And I'm now like more, I start to realize before I wanted everybody to like me. And okay, I still want that, but I'm realizing that's not a possibility. That's not possible. Like there's always gonna be people that don't like you. And
Mhm.
5 years ago, when somebody was negative about my voice or my music, it was the end of the world. And now I'm like, I'm looking more at the positives. That's It's way easier to hold on to the positives, and the negatives are like, okay, the only comment I don't like is when people say she's too old, and then I start to cry because like I may be 27, but mentally I'm still a child, okay? That's the most hurtful comment I've had was like,
Yeah.
she's too old for this. And I was, I'm not too old.
Still young. We're still young.
Yeah. So I have like this Peter Pan syndrome, and that was like the most harsh comment I've had till now. So if it's just that, I can live with it. And yeah, I've grown a lot. Like it's,
Mhm.
I'm starting to realize not everybody's going to like you, but if a
Mhm.
few people like you and love what you do, honestly, that's enough. It
Mhm.
fills my heart, and it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Okay, so I just wanted to touch upon The Voice because in The Voice Von Volden, your coach was Alex Callier from Hooverphonic, who actually went on to represent Belgium in 2021. I just wanted to ask you, it was like, what was he like as a mentor? Like, what did you learn from him at the time that you were his mentor on The Voice?
Well, I learned a lot from him. Honestly, he's a very honest person, and I appreciate that really much. It's like I love that because when he says it's good, I don't know why, but you're like, okay, it must be good because he says it's good. And he has like that superpower, like you trust what he says. And if he says it's bad, you're like, okay, it's bad. And that kind of, some people can't really handle that, but for me it was, I learned a lot from it actually. And I started to realize I really like honest people. Like it's good when people are honest because then you start to learn a lot more about yourself too. Like what do I want to please this person or do I want to please myself? What is it going to be? And with Alex, it was like he told me I had a unique voice, and that's something I still hold on to. Like when people ask me, "Are you a singer?" I'm like, I'm not like Beyonce, but I have a unique voice, and
Mhm.
that's something I have. He taught me like you have a unique voice, and I don't know why, but I accepted it when it came from him, and that's something I still carry with me. Like, okay, I may not be Beyonce, but I have a unique voice. So I learned a lot from him, like in getting more confident and trying to not care about what people say because he's really good at that. And I'm like, yeah, for me it was always the end of the world when somebody was like, I don't like her or I don't know. And yeah, I learned a lot about that. It's like you don't have to be liked by everybody. If a group of people like you, it's enough. If they support you and they're like, okay, we're gonna be there. And that's what I learned from Alex. And seeing them on Eurovision was for me, I was proud to know him. Like I know somebody who's doing Eurovision. For me, that was like the coolest part. I was like, I know him. I worked with him just for myself. But he hasn't given me any advice yet. But I think he will give me advice if I win. And he knows me, and he's like, I will give her advice if she wins because otherwise he knows I'm going to be like hoping, and then I'm gonna be disappointed even more. And then so I think he's like waiting till the moment is there, and then he would probably be like, okay,
Yeah.
Shireen, you should do that. So yeah, that's it was a really good coach. I learned a lot from him.
Okay. Well, just to round things up on this, what is the one thing that you think you'll take with you after participating at Eurosong that you'll take with you afterwards? So like anything that you've learned from this whole process.
I've learned that I actually really do know what I want. And I was always like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. And doing Eurosong, I've started to see actually I do know what I want, and I have a pretty clear vision. And it's like the first time people are appreciating my vision and are like, yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm like, I shouldn't. I'm always in my head when I have an idea. I'm like, no, it's not good enough. And I'm trying to stop that. Like, I am good enough, and I will be good enough. And I'm trying to learn that a little bit, like get out of those insecurities. And that's what I'm learning about Eurosong. Like, okay, actually, you know what you're doing, and you're good at it. You just have to focus, and it's okay to get insecure and to be insecure. But in the moments that matter, you have to be there, and that's what I'm learning right now. It's tough, but I really like it. It's fun to start seeing that side of myself that I didn't really know I had, and I'm happy.
Well then, and that takes us to the end of this interview. Shireen, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Have you got a final message for our viewers who are watching us right now at that Eurovision site?
Yeah. If you like my song, you can already pre-save it. My two songs can be pre-saved, and yeah, I would love to hear what they like the most. Like, which song should I choose? Like, help me, because I'm a Libra and I can't make choices. So help me make a good choice. And yeah, I hope they love it. I love them already, so I hope they love me too. And yeah, just give me a choice. Help me.
Well, anyways, thank you very much for the time. Wish you the best of luck, and I cannot wait to watch your performance in
Thank you.
Brussels.
Thank
Right.
you.